giving us something like this is just like it's just like such a refreshing little nugget, such a reminder of what horror can be, especially in the hands of a woman. Hello and welcome to another episode of A Ghost in the Magazine. I'm Steph.
And I'm Elle.
And today we get the absolute fucking pleasure of covering short film Velma. What a stunner!
I
Okay.
loved it.
Ooh, okay, may I just say, I feel like this movie is for the neurodivergent lover girls. It's less than 15 minutes long, but it does so much in it. It does things that movies that are pushing 2 hours can't do. So that's saying a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, it gets the aesthetic just so perfectly. Like it's not just the visuals, which are gorgeous and lush and like very like kind of set in this time period, like all the gelatin and shit on that table.
Okay,
But
I don't know. I go ahead.
the sound design matches so well and works so well with the visuals. It was like my mom's Betty Crocker cookbooks come to life, and I was having a great time.
Very everything about this movie is very pretty. She is always done up. Like this makeup is crazy, hair crazy, outfit crazy. It's all like satin, bows, feathers, very elegant,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And lovely. And then food. The food is very sexy for being unsexy food. You know what I mean? Like there's plates of whole fish and there's jello molds with like clear jellos with all kinds of shit in them that I feel like, respectfully it's white people food that if I was to go into someone's house and to see, I would politely decline. But at Velma's house, it is very like sumptuous. The whole spread, and she makes a buffet
Mm-hmm.
every time. She like really puts her entire self out there. So,
It's also her furnishings and like everything that there's just a real vibe to it. And it's very pretty, but it's very of a dated time period. And the movie is just like so put into that time period and so beautiful. It just pulls you in.
yeah, so the premise of this story is that Velma is desperate to find the one, someone who's going to appreciate her the way that she very clearly appreciates them, and she's constantly disappointed because men,
This brought Shmen back up into my vocabulary.
because they are all are. Like, what the heck?
The first guy kind of looked a little bit like Donovan Malero from Hail to Sun. And I was like, is she banging Donovan Malero? Damn, girl.
They were all kind of like porn star esque.
Yes.
Okay, especially the last one with his. Okay, I'm just gonna say this as respectfully as possible. He looked like a '70s twink. He's just like small, handsome, but like little. And then apparently this guy has been in more than one soap opera, Days of
Oh,
Our Lives and The Young and the Restless. She's the star.
I mean, you kind of get from the beginning when they disappear and she's sad about it. I know they try to make it be like, oh, she's just like dumping him. No, you know that something's up. This is a horror short.
Yeah, and when we consume a lot of horror content, so it's very easy to tell where this is going. But good for her.
Yes, good for her. I really kind of feel like this was almost like a trap or like just this is just catnip for us. It is short. It's very aesthetic. This speaks to my Libra moon. And it is it is very like schman based.
This is exactly the show. I'm like, yes, yes. Because honestly, I've been watching a lot of disappointing shit. I've been, it may come up later, but like the most recent movie I saw in the theater is Imaginary, and it was very mid. It was
Mm.
very mid. Um, so giving us something like this is just like it's just like such a refreshing little nugget, such a reminder of what horror can be, especially in the hands of a woman. And so we're going to talk about this woman real quickly. This is Scarlett Moreno, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She wrote, acted, and directed this shit,
Mm-hmm.
okay? I'm sorry, this masterpiece. And it won so many awards.
Oh,
It won
really?
so many awards that I'm literally going to list them all in this. And we usually don't, but like, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
A 15-minute movie that won so many awards, okay? It won the Banshee Award at Underworld's Film Fest. It won Best Cinematography in Nightmares Film Festival. It won the Fellini Award for Best Art Direction at Art House Film Fest, as it should,
Mm-hmm.
because this entire movie is basically a painting.
Mm-hmm.
It won Best Editing at Sin City Horror Fest and Best Costumes at Film Quest.
I'm very
So
hesitant when I say this, but because we have had so many disappointing longer films lately, but I'm just like, somebody let her make something that's way longer than 15 minutes. Somebody bankroll, because I did look into her IMDb and it seemed like she had several shorts, like this one. I want to see what we would do with like a 2 hour movie or an hour and a half movie.
hour and a half. Let's keep it there. I hear you. I really do. I would so risk it. I would bet it on her
Mm-hmm.
because when you take things like like Jennifer's Body and then Lisa Frankenstein, the Diablo Cody did. And hey, I loved Lisa Frankenstein. I think that these movies they do cater to a certain like demographic, but like we deserve movies too, and like we'll support you to the grave.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have to agree.
I would just say that instead of listening to like a long episode or like any like just any analysis about this film, just watch it. It's 15 minutes.
You won't
It's
regret it.
it's beautiful.
It was the most fun 15-minute chunk I've had all week, honestly.
Yes.
Highlight. And I went in, we do this every week of our lives. We post an episode of this podcast, and it can get very draining. Some of this stuff is just very, very bad, and all of that is objective, but like this just ooh,
This was
so
it for me. Yes. I loved it.
so blessed that we got to see it early. Lucky us.
So when is this out for general audiences?
This movie is out on video on demand March 26th. Just do it. I
Mm-hmm.
hate to quote Nike, but you heard what I said. So you can find our podcast on the interwebs at ghostinthemagazine.site. You can find it on Twitter at GITM Podcast. You could find me on Twitter at WitchXPudding.
And you can find me at Nocturnical.
Okay, bye.